kindergartners. Welcome back. I hope you had a great weekend. Today is day 1 of week 5 of our distant learning. So let's get started. You say get started. Get started with what? That's right, our math and movement. So today we're going to do what I call our shock, attack, crunch. So we're going to use our hands together like this. You know, like when we used to do Mama Shark? That's right. And we're going to whisper count 1, 2. And then we're going to do our arms stretched out like Daddy Shark. And we're going to go 3, 4. And then we're going to go 5. And so we're going to shout out on 5, okay? So we're going to count all the way to 20 doing that same pattern. Are you ready? Got your hands ready? Let's go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yes, you did it, guys. We got all the way to 20. Now, of course, you can do that same thing at home and go as far as you can. Maybe you can go to 100. Excellent job. Excellent job. So let's get started with today. So let's look at this picture. I have a picture of my kindergartners. Yeah, some kindergartners. And both of them have some candy. What can we say about that candy? Do you think they both have the same amount? Or do you think they have different amounts? So if they have the same amount, that would mean that they are equal amounts. That's right. So we're going to talk about whether they have equal or not equal amounts. So how can we figure out from this picture what it is that they have? Is it equal or not equal? What do you think we could do? I think I heard someone shout out, we can count them. Yes, because in math, we love to count. So let's count how many pieces of candy our first kindergartner has. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 pieces there. So let's write the number 9 so that we can make sure that we know exactly how many pieces that he has. So now we're going to count the next one. Let's see. How many does she have? 1. Oh, help me count, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's right, 9. So she has 9 pieces of candy too. So we're going to write our 9 there also. So we see that both of them have 9 pieces of candy. 9 pieces of candy. So if they both have 9, they both have the same amount. So that means that they have equal amounts of candy because they're both the same. So they both have equal amounts of candy. Great job. So that leads us right into our learning goal. Today we're going to work with identifying whole objects as being separated into either equal or not equal parts. So that means if they're equal, they're the same. If they're not equal, then they're not the same. Okay? So now let's see what we have. Oh, it's a trees. Different kinds of trees. Looks like they're all different seasons. How can we tell if the two sets are equal or not equal? What can we do? That's right, we can count them. Counting is what we love to do in math. So let's see. We have, in our first picture, help me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right, there's 6 of them there. So we're going to put our 6 right there so that we can remember that number. Let's count the next set. Help me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 in that set. So we have 6 and we have 10. So we have 6 in the first set, 10 in the second set. Are they equal? Do they have the same amount or are they not equal? Oh, shout it out again. That's right, not equal. They both are different, so they have different amounts, so they are called, well, they're what we call not equal. That's right, they're not equal. Look at that shape. What is that shape? Can someone tell me what that shape is? It's a circle. It's a circle. So now, what can you do with that circle? Can you make it into equal parts? How would we make it into equal parts? That's not numbers or a group of things, so we can't count them. What can we do to determine or make a way, or show a way that we can make it equal parts? We can take that whole circle and break it so that it's in equal parts. What can we do? Oh, did someone say maybe draw a line? That's right. We can draw a line straight down the middle, and when we look at it, both sides are equal. They're both the same. So now we can say that this circle is broken into two equal parts. So it has two equal parts. Let's look at another shape. Look at my shape here. What do I have here? That's right, it's a circle. Do you think that I can make this circle have equal parts? All right, let's see. I'm going to draw on it. I drew my line. Is my shape now have two equal parts? No, because one side is smaller than the other. It has more space, so they're not the same. They're not the same on both sides of the line. So this shape is divided in parts that are not equal. That's right, not equal. Let me take another circle and see if you can tell me if it is. Here's my circle. Did I divide it into equal parts? Yes, it's in equal parts because both of them, both sides of the circle are now the same. That's right, the same. So this circle is in equal parts. This circle is not equal. Can you see the difference? Awesome job. I have one more for you. What shape is this? That's right. It's a rectangle. A rectangle. So now I'm going to draw a line to see if I can separate it into equal parts. You let me know if I did it correctly. Look at my shape. Now, look at that. Where's my line? See my line? Is it broken into equal parts? No, one side is much bigger than that other side. So that's not equal. Not equal. Now let's look at this one. I have the same shape, but I drew my line differently. That's right. It's now equal parts. So I had one that was not equal and one that was equal. I'm going to put them together so that you can see them at the same time. Look at that. One is not equal parts and one is equal parts. Okay, let's try another. I'm going to show you my board. And I have some triangles on my board. And I'm going to draw a line through my triangles, and you are going to tell me which one is equal and which one is not equal. So here's my board with my two triangles. Okay, I'm going to draw my lines, and you're going to tell me if they're equal or not equal. Okay, I have triangle 1 and triangle 2. Look at triangle 1. Is that divided into equal parts or not equal parts? Oh, did you say not equal? That's great. That is not equal. So I'm going to write not equal under it. Let's look at triangle number 2. Is that divided or separated into equal parts by a straight line or not equal parts? Shout out your answer. Yes, it is equal because both sides of that, on both sides of the line, it is equal. So I'm going to write equal. So now we know that triangle number 1 is not equal and triangle number 2 is equal. All right, let's look at another. I'm going to try another shape this time. What shape is this? That's right, squares. Squares. So I'm going to number these squares and I'm going to draw a line, and I want you to tell me which one is equal and which one has or not equal parts. Here we go. Look at square number 1. Is that in equal or not equal parts? That's right, it's equal parts. So I'm going to write the word equal. And look at number 2. Is it equal or not equal parts? Not equal because the parts are not the same. They're not the same. So I'm going to write not equal. Okay, so we've been talking about looking at groups of things that are either equal or not equal. And if they're not equal, that means they don't have the same amount. We've also looked at some shapes of things, and we've used a line to separate them into equal parts or not equal parts. If the parts are equal on both sides of the line, then that means they're the same. If they're not the same on both sides of the line, then they are not equal. Not equal. Look at this orange. What can I do to show that this orange is in equal parts? I can draw a line. Where should that line be drawn? In the middle. Okay. Where else could it be drawn? You're right. If we draw it in other places, it might not show us that it's equal. So let's see if we can draw our line in the middle and make it equal. Our orange is now separated into 2 equal parts, and those equal parts make that one whole. Okay? So remember that if it's 2 equal parts, they're going to make one whole here. So we're looking at our picture and we're looking at one whole with a line that has 2 equal parts on each side of it. Let's look at our practice, because you're going to have some practice problems that you're going to work on at home, and you can get your parents to print it off, or you can look at it on the screen and do it on your own paper for practice, just to make sure that you understand what we're talking about today. So let's look at this one. Help me count, because we're going to decide if it's equal or not equal. We're looking at the 2 sets of pencils, and we want to know if they're equal or not equal. We're going to circle our answer based on what we decide. So let's count the first set. Help me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 pencils in the first set. Let's count how many we have in the second set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 in that set. So we have 6 in one set, 9 in the other set. Does that mean that these 2 sets are equal or not equal? Shout your answers out. Oh, did you say not equal? Giving you a raise the roof, because that's correct. They are not equal because those 2 numbers are not the same. So we would circle not equal. Good job, boys and girls. Let's look at one more practice. We have 2 shapes here, and they have lines that separate them into 2 parts. So on our practice, if it's not equal, we're going to put an X over it. We're going to cross it out. If it is equal parts, we're going to circle it. So let's take a look at the first one. What's that shape we have there? That's right, it's a triangle, and it's broken into how many parts? 2. But are those parts equal or not equal? Did you say not equal? Awesome. Now, do I cross it out or do I circle it? Yes, we're going to cross it out because we said we were crossing out those that were not equal. So we're going to cross it out. Look at the next picture. What is that shape? A circle. That's right. So it's a circle. Now, this circle looks different than our other circle. It has one side shaded. Does that matter? Not for what we're doing. It's shaded in one side and not the other side, but it's still broken into what? 2, that's it, equal parts. 2 equal parts. So if I have this as 2 equal parts, do I circle it or do I cross it? That's right, we're going to circle it. We're going to circle it. That's it. We're going to circle it. So those are your practice problems. You're going to do those on your own just to make sure you understand equal and not equal. Great job today, boys and girls. We have been working on identifying whole objects that are separated into equal and what? Not equal parts. That's right, not equal parts. You have done a wonderful job, and I know you're going to continue to do great. See you next time. See you later this week. Keep doing your math. Stay safe.